Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we are reacting to some more of Morissette Amon and some more of her Wish Bus performances. If you guys have been following for the last couple, well, I guess months at this point, I've said that I've been reacting to some more of her Wish Bus performances because I've been creating a top 10 list of her best Wish Bus performances, and I asked for your guys' assistance, and I've gotten such an amazing response to the post that I put on the community tab of my channel, and I'm almost done calculating the list, but there are 3 performances left that I haven't reacted to yet from her on the Wish Bus, so we're getting into one of them now, and it is her performing Diamante, which I'm not familiar with. I don't know if it's her song or if it's a cover of someone else's song, but we are just going to dive on in and see what she does with it.
Wish 1075.
Matagal ko nang inaasam ang tunay, totoong kumikinang na pag-ibig. Kaliwat ka ng huwad pala ang kulay nang mapagsamantala nilang daigdig. At nang sumilay ang sinag na parang araw ang sikat, naglililing umiilaw, walang iba kundi ikaw, Diamante. Ang pag-ibig mo, kampante, dyan sa piling mo, Diamante, tulad ng
So clear.
bituin, brilyante, sa aking paningin, siyang hulog ng langit, sagot sa dalangin. Iba ka talaga, pinakamahalaga sa'kin. Kislap ng iyong
Ooh, I like this driving beat.
liwanag ay busilak mong tinataklay, nililok sa pagmamahal.
Oh, they're actually driving.
Matibay at magtatagal, Diamante, ang pag-ibig
These belts are so clean and so clear.
dyan sa piling mo, Diamante, tulad ng bituin, brilyante, sa aking paningin, siyang hulog ng langit, sagot sa dalangin. Iba ka talaga, pinakamahalaga sa'kin.
Woo! I feel like she's gonna take it up another time. Okay. Oh. Ooh, that cymbal crash.
Iba ka talaga, pinakamahalaga.
Come on, Mariah Carey, realness with this head voice run.
Matagal ko nang inaasam ang tunay, totoong kumikinang na pag-ibig.
1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075. 1075.
richness in her voice on that last note. Okay, beautiful, beautiful performance. I was getting so many different vibes from it. Like at first when she first started singing, like it reminded me, I sat here and thought, for those of you who've watched any of my reactions to series on the channel, you may have seen me react to a series called Guy Saw Pelicula, like in the movies. Beautiful series. I adore that series. It's one of the favorite series I've ever reacted to on this channel. One of my favorite series I've watched in general. But one thing that I love about that series, aside from the acting and the script, which is just all beautiful, it has such an amazing soundtrack. And every episode that I've reacted to on that, I've made mention of that. How Patricia, who I believe is either a keyboardist or something, she's related into the band Ben and Ben. She did her thing as far as the soundtrack and scoring that series, because every single episode was filled with so much good music, but not just good music in the sense that, ooh, I love this song, this is my jam, but it was just so fitting for the show, for the episode, for the scene, for like every bit of music in that show was so expertly handcrafted and picked for that show, and it was so just chef's kiss, beautifully done. So anyway, there's a song in the soundtrack, Tulog na Mahal Ko, by Jai, and I adore that song. It is one of my favorite songs on the soundtrack. Actually, I think like 2 months ago or whatever, when I had like a Beyond Music Week, that was one of the songs that I reacted to live, watching them perform it, because I just love it. It's just got this beautiful ease about it. And this, when Morissette first started singing, there was something about the instrumentation and the way Morissette was singing that reminded me of that essence. It gave me that same essence that Tulog na Mahal Ko gave me, and I was getting all of these like flashbacks to Guy Saw Pelicula when I was watching it. I'm like, this totally could have been on the soundtrack from the start, just from that starting point. But then we got into the chorus when she was a little bit more belty. I'm like, okay, this is a different vibe now, but I'm still here for this vibe that I'm getting. And she was giving us those, typical Morissette power, belty, clean, crystal clear, pristine belts that just resonate so well. And it's just like, oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But then there was this sort of, I don't know, driving beat change that was happening there towards, I guess, somewhere around the bridge or last chorus or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to it, which I'll watch it again, because, like I said, it was a great vocal performance. But there was this shift in the music or in the beat in the background. I'm like, ooh, I like this. This is completely different. So like I kept getting these different changes and these different vibes, so I didn't really know where I was going, or I was getting different inspirations jumping to my head at different times when she was doing different things. And I loved all the inspirations that I was getting. And then, like I said there, that last note that she hit, like it wasn't even like a big note or anything, just I like the richness in her tone on that last line, that last little note that she hit there in her lower chest. It was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, but like there's not really much else to say. I tried to keep, read along with the lyrics. I have the captions on, so I tried to read along with the lyrics as much as I could, but a lot of the times when it comes to me listening to songs for the first time, unless there's like this, catchy, repetitive, whatever happening in the chorus, I tend to not really pay too much. Like I try to listen to lyrics, but sometimes I focus more on the vocals, because that's what I'm hearing. So I'm like, I get lost in the vocals and what they're doing vocally, and it's not until later when I'm either editing the video or I'm listening to the song again at a different time that I actually take in the lyrics and see how that pairs with the vocals. So here that was kind of the case where I was trying to follow along with the lyrics at times, but sometimes I would just shut my eyes and just take in what she was doing vocally and just be like, So I didn't get a full, grasp of what the song is, but like I said, I'll listen to it again, and I'll, get an understanding of it. But all in all, just a great performance. I think this is one that had a couple of votes from you guys, actually, which is why I'm diving into it. Well, because I have to watch them all anyway. So after this, I've only got 2 more left on my list. I've got Pangara, Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka. I'm sure all of that, what I just said, was completely off. And Di Mapaliwanag? Maybe. I don't know. Once I watch those performances, then I'll see how those things are pronounced. But I believe those are the only two Morissette Wish Bus performances I have left that I haven't reacted to. So I'll get to those guys sometime within the next week, and then I will get this top 10 list rolling and cooking, so you guys still have plenty of time to go vote. Go over to the community tab on my channel if you haven't already and comment on that post and get your votes in, and we will just see how you guys vote. But all in all, another great Wish Bus performance from Miss Morissette. Similar to when I reacted to her Chandelier performance last week, I can tell, like, in some of these older Wish Bus performances, the audio is different, where it doesn't feel as like polished or studio cleaned up as some of the more recent performances was. Like here, the vocals seem a lot more raw, and you can just hear the vocals clearly versus it sounding like it post-production studio cleaned up and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It sounds like the more recent ones sound like they were recorded in a studio, and here is your iTunes ready track, where like these older performances sound like, hey, I'm singing over a track and I'm in a radio station. So it just sounds more real, raw, and authentic. So it's nice to hear that. And again, this is one of the few times where I've actually seen the bus in motion. Most times I've seen it just parked somewhere stationary with a bunch of people crowded around. So it's always fun to see the bus actually moving. It's like, oh, this is actually a bus. But yeah, fun time. So hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.